Live from Austin, Texas, with host Rosie Newberry. Local trends, shopping, and more. This is Studio 512.
This segment is sponsored by First Texas Honda. Every week, y'all, we introduce you to a new furry friend looking for their forever home. And our First Texas Honda Pet of the Week, joining us today is Annie Fazell with the Williamson County Regional Animal Shelter, accompanied by a very high energy boy, but very sweet. It's Dylan. Good morning, Annie.
Good morning.
Lovely to have you both in the studio.
Thank you so much for having us.
Tell us a little bit about Dylan, who is getting riled up. He's having a good time.
As you can see, he is very energetic. He's very happy. He is lovable, has so many cuddles to give, and of course he wants all of the pets. He's about 2 years old, we estimate. He is kind of a medium. He's 43 pounds. Mostly he is very into going in the water. He loves that. He loves...
Not scared of the water at all.
Not scared of the water, not one bit. He loves it.
Okay. Great news for those stand-up paddle boarders around Austin, or if you like canoeing, that kind of thing. Yeah,
exactly.
He'd be a great friend for that.
Yes,
yeah.
A great adventure buddy for sure. We like to say he's our athlete. He loves chasing balls, frisbee, running around, all of that. So somebody who's looking for someone to join in their adventures and their athletic endeavors for sure.
Absolutely, yeah, and he's not going to fight you on going out to the trail or something like that. He would love to run alongside you.
Absolutely.
And he does have a little bit of extra energy, but more than that, he does love people.
Yes.
It's just that they amp him up just a touch.
Yes.
So do treats, if you can't tell.
Yes, he's treat motivated, toy motivated. He loves his toys. He does this really cute thing because he'll get so focused on a toy, but he'll come back and check in with you like every few moments because he's like, I want you to know I still love you. I'm just focused on this toy.
But he wants off a little bit.
Yeah, he wants you to be involved in whatever he does. He's a very sweet boy.
Yeah, and he just, actually, guys, he's just like cuddled up and rolled over and looking for belly scratches. And so he is not afraid of people. He is not afraid of making new friends. And that tells me that he would fit in well in a home.
Yes,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, and let's talk about who would be the best home. Obviously, someone who is willing to help him get his energy out.
Yes.
The zoomies and the fun.
Yes, absolutely. I think he would probably do well in a family. He would also probably do well with somebody who maybe lives on their own and just wants a lovable, adventurous companion. I think he's kind of could fit in pretty much any kind of situation.
So we know he does well with kids, or we've got a good idea he might?
I think he would do well with kids. I believe he's met a couple of kids at the shelter, and he did pretty well. He tends to, when he's got a big yard to run around in, he wants to run. So kids who want to run around with him, that's probably his speed.
And he hasn't stopped wagging his tail the whole time that we've been standing here talking.
He's very happy.
A very happy pup. How does your adoption process work? And a good reminder for folks that maybe they want to bring the kids in or another dog in to do a meet and greet before we take Dylan
Absolutely.
home.
We always recommend that. Coming in to meet any pet that you're interested in, whether it's a dog or a cat. Bringing family members. Oh yes, you want to chew on the leash, I know. Bringing family members, bringing other pets in the household. And we are perfectly happy to assist with meet and greets. And answer any questions that anyone may have.
Because once he goes home, we want him to stay
We
there.
want him to be able to stay there.
But can someone maybe still help out, even if they're only in a situation where their ability is to foster, for example?
Absolutely. We need fosters. Shelters everywhere are at max capacity or even over max capacity. So what we really need are, are people with good hearts.
Rolling over.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah, people with good hearts who are ready to open their homes, even if it's only for a little bit, because shelter life can be stressful for these animals. It would be a stressful situation for anybody, but as you can see, he has, lots of energy. So he would do so well in a home where he can just get all of that out and experience the love as well.
I'm sorry, I don't have any treats in my pockets like Annie does.
I do.
All right. Well, I want to make sure that we talk about a couple of upcoming events. First of all, the Fur Ball, which is such a good name for a big gala fundraiser. And my guess is that this is probably your biggest one of the year.
It is. It's our biggest fundraiser of the year. It's coming up on November 8th. So it's a great way to have like a night out, dress a little bit fancy, and give back while you're doing it. We're going to have live and silent auctions, games, a fabulous dinner, so you can save lives and have fun while you're doing it.
And I think that a good accessory would be a little bit of dog hair from your house.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
More than welcome, right?
And then take home some more.
And possibly so. And I also want to make sure we mention your next spay and neuter clinic.
Yes, absolutely. Coming up October 3rd through the 5th.
So that's right around the corner.
Yes, coming up super fast. It's by appointment only. So go for sure on our website, our social media pages, check out all of the information there. But affordable spay and neuter. It's so important to get your pet spayed and neutered. Yes. As I said, shelters are at max capacity, and overpopulation can really be a concern. So it's really the best thing to do for these animals. So I believe cats are going to be $75, dogs $125, which is a really great price. So, and we're even going to have a discount code coming up at some point soon. So keep an eye out for that.
Okay, maybe a good reason to follow them on social media.
Exactly.
Make sure to check out their website. Okay, we'll leave it there. Annie, thank you so much.
And Dylan, you were high energy, but boy, you were fun. Great job.
All right, for more information, y'all, on adopting Dylan and upcoming events with the shelter, visit wilcotx.gov/pets. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by First Texas Honda. The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by the Center for Child Protection. The Center for Child Protection, a children's advocacy center, says that educating is the key to ending, and it's a tough topic here, child abuse. Kelly Renda-Sieber is here to tell us more about what the organization offers. So, Kelly, what exactly is a children's advocacy center, and how does the Center for Child Protection serve our community?
A Children's Advocacy Center is a child-focused, child-friendly facility that responds to cases of child abuse, neglect, and witness to violent crime in a coordinated multidisciplinary effort. So the center really serves as the hub for the child protection team, which consists of law enforcement, child protective services, medical experts, mental health professionals. And what we do is we offer a range of services. So we provide victim advocacy services, forensic interviews, medical exams.
Education, outreach,
Yes.
That's your team. What's your main goal?
Our main goal is prevention. We have to get that information and the knowledge out there. So we work to provide parents and caregivers, adults, professionals who work with children, as well as youth and students directly, that information and that knowledge and awareness. So we provide free parent and caregiver workshops. We provide professional training for teachers, school counselors.
And we want to talk a little bit more about what you offer for adults. So like, what does a workshop look like? What are some of the topics you cover?
So our parent caregiver workshops are really focused on that prevention and the knowledge. We have to know about this. We have to know how to prevent it, how to talk to our kids about it. So we offer workshops on how to talk to kids about body safety, preventing sexual abuse, what every parent and caregiver needs to know. We also have workshops that focus on the online world and raising kids in this new digital world. So protecting children online.
Let's talk about what you offer for kids, for youth.
Yes. So we go to schools, youth serving organization camps, and we have two curriculums. One's the NCMEC, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. They're NetSmart, so it's internet safety that we can provide for kindergarten through 12th grade. And then we have body safety curriculum. So it is the Healthy Relationships Project that's really about abuse prevention, but it's also just about like body safety, understanding your feelings, understanding how to say no, when to say no.
Okay, so if somebody watching today wants to bring trainings or workshops, maybe to their classroom, to their corporate environment,
we'll
to
do anyone.
their school,
Yes.
how can they schedule with your team?
So scheduling's easy. You can just go to our website, centerforchildprotection.org. You go to the education page, and there you will find our training request form that goes directly to our team. We'll reach out with you. We'll schedule a pre-training call, get the exact date. All of our education offerings are completely free of cost.
Thank you for what you're doing to keep our kids safe.
Absolutely. Thank you for taking the time to spotlight our work.
Learn more at centerforchildprotection.org/education. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by the Center for Child Protection. Welcome back. Rooted in Asian American culture and providing a space full of coffee and community, Lao Lao is one of the newest shops in the Austin area, and it was suggested by a previous guest on this show. So joining us now is owner and founder Hannah Foy to tell us more about her business. And talking off camera, it is such a cool concept. So Hannah, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Let's talk about what Lao Lao is. It's specialty coffee.
It is specialty coffee, yeah. So Lao Lao is a specialty coffee shop rooted in Asian American culture and flavor. But a lot of times people will say, what does that mean? Is
that
it
was my next
boba? Is it like special Chinese coffee?
Absolutely
but it's not.
my next question.
Yeah, so it's not. It is the coffee that you know and love at other coffee shops around town. But the difference is that we have more Asian inspired flavors. So instead of like a vanilla latte, we have some other more culturally inspired options.
Well, actually, I'm just going to get right into it because you brought a couple today. And I heard you mention 5 Spice, which is obviously used in Asian communities.
It is, yes. So I brought our 5 Spice Cortado here, which is going to be one of our signatures.
I'm going to have to take
drink it.
Yeah,
you gotta. It has really popped off. It's been really popular in the coffee shop. Yes. So 5 Spice, if you're not familiar, is used a lot in Chinese cooking, but a lot of times for more savory dishes. So like marinades and sauces. It's a really nice kind of sweet, savory, warming spice.
Warming is a really good word for it.
Yeah.
So just trying it here, it doesn't feel exactly like cinnamon. It doesn't feel exactly like nutmeg, but it has kind of that same vibe to it.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. A lot of times it's like clove, cinnamon, anise, black pepper, fennel seed, so that's what brings out that savory note. And we have some brown sugar that goes really nicely with coffee.
Well, you've just converted me because I am anti-licorice taste, so anise seed is not my favorite flavor, but that tastes absolutely amazing. And you also brought a milk tea.
I did.
Yeah.
So this is a coconut milk tea. It's made with 2 different types of black tea and then brown sugar as well, and coconut milk, so that we can keep it as a dairy-free option. It's nice and sweet, not too sweet. It's balanced, really good, like summertime refresher.
It is really delicious, and I told you off camera, I am a tea fanatic.
Yeah, oh great.
This is right in my wheelhouse. Yeah, it tastes so good. And it's actually not just, specialty coffee that you offer. You also do other types of drinks, and you do some food bits here and there. So talk to me about that.
Perfect. So we do have some other drinks for like non-coffee drinkers. Our matcha is really popular. We have a Thai tea matcha that has really been popular. We also have the coconut milk tea, a black sesame hot chocolate. So for anyone that's not looking at coffee, we have some other options. For pastries, I am not a baker, so we don't have a kitchen. So we actually source all of our pastries from other local places. One of them being Shanghai dim sum, and that's what we have here with the sesame ball and then an egg tart.
Lovely. And I was asking about the egg tart off camera. There's kind of a Portuguese version of this, but
there is.
This is got more Asian flair to it.
This is a Hong Kong style, yeah. So they're really similar. The crust is going to be a little bit more flaky, and then it's not as caramelized like the Portuguese version. It's more eggy, actually.
Gotcha.
So
proper
we have
for
that
an egg tart.
Yes, exactly. That one's my favorite. So when thinking of opening a coffee shop, I'm always like, I love a croissant. I don't necessarily always want a croissant in the morning. I would rather have an egg tart or a sesame ball. So that's what we carry at our shop.
And speaking of the sesame ball, the filling in there is red bean paste.
It is.
And this is the time where I want to like make a little stump speech. If you have never had a red bean paste dessert, boy, you are missing out. So can you describe a bit of the flavor to me? I know it's kind of hard because it's sweet, delicious.
It is sweet. It's like a nice, again, not too sweet is really always the goal with an Asian pastry. It is going to be a bit nutty. It has like a bean texture, but again, it's the sweetness that it doesn't make it like too much, I guess.
It's not over the top.
Yeah, it's not over the top.
Yeah, if we're stopping by and having a drink. Okay, you just decided to support, local makers within your shop.
Yeah.
And so I recognize some folks over here, Kathy Fan of Kathy Fantastic. And actually we've had Year 901 on the show. So you are taking other Asian American owned businesses here in Austin and you're supporting their goods?
I am, yes. Yeah, so we have a nice little retail shelf right when you walk into the shop, and we're highlighting those AAPI makers, a lot of them local, some of them for other small businesses, just like across the country. We have some local, like we mentioned, so Ben from Year 901. We have Kathy's magnets and stickers, actually, that are here. That's from Kathy Fantastic. Yadin Goods with Kim and Khan. They make these awesome rice cooker pins.
Rice cooker pins.
They also have a porcelain spoon, which is actually, I have a tattoo of a porcelain spoon on here.
Lovely.
It's like that. And then we also have solid soap. So Emlyn from Solid Soaps, she has some soaps, candles, and those are all going to be local.
Cute little dumpling candles.
Yes, the dumpling candles are separate, actually. These are from a place in LA also. These are a couple examples of some other makers around the country that we've gotten some cards and zines from. And those are all on our shelf.
That's amazing. So it's like a real cultural experience.
Yes.
A little dip your toe in when you go there and have some delicious things to eat, delicious things to drink, and you can do a little shopping.
Yeah, exactly.
Never upset about that. Okay, I want to talk to you about your partnership with Lucky Market Festival and Austin Studio Tour, because that should be coming up, right?
Yes. Yeah, so Lucky Market Festival, we're partnering with them to work with the Austin Studio Tours. So coming up in November, we'll have 2 different weekends in November where we will do some nice like art installations and galleries. We'll have some interactive events, some mahjong. So it'll be a really fun. I actually am not a mahjong player either. I need to learn better.
It's harder than I thought.
Yes, that's what the Mahjong Mafia is here to teach. So we'll work with them as well.
Oh, wonderful. And the Mahjong Mafia are going to be on with us at Studio 512 in just a couple of weeks. Yeah, so hopefully we'll learn a little bit there. And then I did also want to mention your Mid-Autumn Festival in the last few seconds that we've got here.
Yeah, so Mid-Autumn Festival is going to come up, I mean, in the next couple of weeks. They're kind of already starting some celebrations. We have some moon cookies from Cookie Wookie Kitchen that we're selling at the shop. And we'll also be working with OMG Squee. So that will come up in the next couple of weeks as well.
You have hit all the high points. You've connected with all the right people. And now you're one of these people that I've got to stop by this little coffee shop.
Do.
Hyde Park, you said?
It is, yeah, right on 37th and Quad.
Very, very cute location. All right, thank you so much,
Amazing,
Hannah.
thank you so much.
Congratulations, because guys, she just opened in the last month. Oh my gosh. For more information on this local coffee shop and their offerings, check out laolauatx.com or follow along on Instagram at laolauatx. Law & Order Toronto Criminal Intent is taking the Law & Order you know and love, and it's going further north as detectives investigate high-profile homicides in Canada's largest metropolis. The cases are also inspired by some of Canada's biggest headlines, which I find to be very interesting. Okay, we're joined today by Kathleen Monroe, who plays Detective Sergeant Francesca, or Frankie, Bateman, and we're so happy to have her today. Good morning to you, Kathleen.
Morning, Rosie. Thanks for having me.
What was it like, I have to say, to step into the legacy, big shoes to fill, my friend, for the Law & Order franchise?
Truly. I mean, like, it's big shoes to fill, but we also get the benefit of standing on this, you know, behemoth, this well-supported, well-loved franchise. And so, I mean, I just keep pinching myself. Like, it's a show that I've watched since I was a kid, the different iterations, and my grandfather was a homicide cop in Buffalo. My dad was a lawyer. This whole world is sort of in my DNA. So to be able to, you know, bring the city that is my hometown to life outside of the country, and to also, be existing in this law and order world. It's a thrill. It's kind of a dream come true.
Well, Kathleen, that's so interesting. So you're telling me that there are real parts of Kathleen that have worked their way into Detective Sergeant Frankie Bateman, because you just have some of this stuff that happens to cross over anyway. So I want to ask about what it's like to be in that character. Is it a big stretch? Do you guys have much in common? That sort of thing.
Frankie is definitely hyper cerebral, hyper intelligent. She's at the top of her game alongside her partner Henry Graff in the special investigations unit. So they're operating at a clip and with a sort of sophistication that I would aspire to, but I can't say that I necessarily share. But I think she's also really deeply interested in the human behind the crime, or the human behind the story, and what factors, whether they're interpersonal factors, social factors, political factors, economic factors, whatever it is that might compel somebody to commit a crime. And that kind of thinking I really respond to. And I think also when she, her values really drive her to do this work. And then sometimes she bumps up against little barriers in the criminal justice system that don't allow her to, get the justice that she would want. I think that's the really interesting stuff for me too, to find the kind of complications within the person who's trying to do a good thing and also has to work within a system that sometimes, gets complicated.
Absolutely. Red tape, to say the least. And I want to talk about the character a little bit, because they do give you complexity to work within. And by the way, I do think you're very cerebral. I do think you're very intelligent. So let's not undersell you, sister. But she's got a daughter, for example, and she's got parents who very similarly to you kind of work their way into this world.
Yeah, it was amazing reading the character description by Tassie Cameron, who created the show, along with the Dick Wolf people. And she, there were a lot of things that kind of spoke to me about it. Frankie is, empathetic, really driven by her role as a mother. I mean, we can feel the kind of pull she has toward something nurturing, even within this, this role as a detective. She's doing things that can come across as intimidating, sometimes really assertive. And there's still that human underneath. And I think as the show goes on, we get to play in that zone even more. So we're always dealing with the gripping stuff of the crimes, but what I find to be the most compelling stuff to play is like why we want to investigate the way that we do. And that's the stuff where you get to see the sort of the human tensions and the human values. And they're great characters. It's a really, really fun thing to be a part of.
Interesting for you, but yes, I agree. I think that's what keeps audience members coming back as well. And so as you and I both know, so many iterations now of Law and Order, all of them successful. What makes Law and Order Toronto Criminal Intent so unique, so special?
Well, we get to play in the criminal intent world, which was there was only one show, one criminal intent part of the franchise, which
I loved it.
Yeah, right. Vincent D'Onofrio, it was great. But it sticks with the detectives for almost all of the episodes. So we do get this amazing supporting cast as well, and we get lawyers, and we get the coroner, we get all this. I was actually a pathologist in Canada, but we get to see the inner workings of the police from a different kind of level of depth. And we also get to investigate the motives. It's really about the motive behind the crime. And so the human interest is really substantial. We get to dive pretty deep into the minds of the characters, both on this side of the law and also on the other side. So it's just really rich material. And it's Toronto. We get to see a different city. We get to know about a slightly different criminal justice system. We get to know a really really diverse, really exciting, really kind of special place and a special group of characters. So I think it's fresh. It's going to feel familiar in the ways you want it to, but it's different too.
Absolutely, and it's the real Toronto. To your point, it's really the rich neighborhoods, or the up and coming places, or the mom and pop shops. So I think that's really fascinating. I know you can't divulge much, so I won't hold you to this. But any secrets you can share about the upcoming season would be appreciated.
okay, I can't do any spoilers because I really want people to watch. But we do have some crimes that are going to be familiar. We do also have a lot of little kind of like they really let us do some Easter eggy kind of personal things. So on all of our desks, we have some like unique identifying things that we tend to kind of like put in little places in hopes that people will notice. We the joke of having a drinking game, whether you drink or not, it's just really a moment of like acknowledging things, the idiosyncrasies. I try to throw in some little pen clicks, and there's just little ticks. Also, I wear my great grandfather's watch in the show, which feels really special. And Karen Robinson, who people will recognize from Schitt's Creek, she plays our boss, and she has a photo of her mother in her office. So they've really let us bring in some personal effects just to connect us a little more to the character and to the world. So keep an eye. There's a lot of stuff hidden around.
Those are good secrets to share because it means Eagle Eye viewers will look even more closely into this already really engaging show. I can't wait to tune in. Thank you, Kathleen, so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Rosie. So nice talking to you.
All right, guys, tune in to the Law & Order Toronto Criminal Intent series premiere. It's going to happen Wednesday, September 24th, right here on CW Austin. Welcome back. A lot of folks and businesses have been crossing their fingers, and now the tally is in. Editor-in-Chief of Austin Monthly Magazine, Madeline Hollern, is here to tell us about the Best of ATX issue that's out right now. First of all, congratulations to all the winners, and congratulations to you, Madeline, on getting everything tallied up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Great to see you.
Lovely to see you, too. Let's remind everybody how the categories go and who is actually voting.
Sure. So we have 132 winners, and it is both readers' picks and editors' picks. So the readers vote online, and then the editors, we get to pick our selects within the city.
And with you as editor-in-chief, is there anything that you feel like you bring to the table that maybe other people don't get to experience?
Well, I probably go to 500 events a year. I don't think that's an exaggeration. Yeah. So I've seen a lot in the city. I do a lot in the city.
Whereas someone might root for somebody because it's like, well, that's my doctor.
Of course. So, and that's why, we do both. We do readers and editors picks.
Okay. All right. And we're going to talk about some editors picks today. But first, before we do that, can you just touch on categories for me?
Yeah. So we've got dining and nightlife. We've got shopping, we have wellness, and then people and culture.
People and culture, and I know you guys are good at that. Okay, this is a fun one right out the gate. Best pizza concept.
Well, this is our cover. This is the very viral pickle pizza at All Day Pizza. And if you look carefully, you'll see that our cover model has pickle nails.
Pickle written on the nail, which I'm obsessed with. So who did those nails, by the way?
It was, I believe, Cute Nail Studio. It took 4 hours to do these custom nails.
Yes. But they look great with
I think
the
this is our
pizza.
creative director's most brilliant idea ever, where we're like, not only let's put pickle pizza on the cover, but let's bump it up a notch and have these custom nails. So my friend Liza was graciously our model for this.
The hand model.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, I love salt and vinegar flavor, and I found that a pickle flavor is very similar.
Yes.
So talk to me about the flavor of this pizza.
It's sort of like a fried pickle on a pizza. So it's safe to say if you like fried pickles, you're going to like this. And they make the pickles in-house, they make the pizza in-house, they make the ranch in-house. So it's all very carefully crafted. It's so good.
Well, and the fact that you mentioned ranch, I know now that they're doing it correctly because that's
you
what
have
you want.
It would be a crime not to have this with ranch.
Pizza, with fried pickles, absolutely. Okay, best philanthropists.
Yes.
It's a name that people might recognize slightly differently. Patrick Terry is a real person.
Yes, yeah, Patrick Terry and Kathy Terry. P. Terry's is named after Patrick Terry. So actually, funnily enough, the last time I was here on set when I left, there was a line around the block and I couldn't figure it out. Well, it was right after the Central Texas floods and P. Terry's was doing flood relief, and they had that big day where they donated all the profits. They made $150,000 that they were able to donate back.
That's fantastic.
And they do these days, multiple times a year. So we thought the philanthropy is just incredible with one of
Love
our
to hear
favorite
that.
brands already.
Oh, and I would say even if you're not vegetarian, try the vegetarian burger.
Really
because
good.
It's so good. And I know a fun little secret about P. Terry's is that they were making their own cookies. Have you heard this before? But a woman in Jollyville, so like, you know, kind of northwest Austin, was like, I've got a recipe that's better for you. And they were like, we'll buy it. And so that is the oatmeal chocolate chip cookie. A woman here in town was making them and said, you should try my
Good
recipe.
for her.
I know.
Way to
selling
shoot
it
your
up.
shot. That's amazing.
I thought you said sugar shot. And
Well,
I was
way
like,
to sugar shot. Yeah.
that's correct too. All right, let's talk about creative collab. I cannot believe how pretty these are. Look at this.
Okay, so initially I thought that this was an April Fool's joke. It was not. Tecovas paired up with Chili's to create what they call booth boots. So these are
No, hang on. Chili's like
as in
On
Chili's,
45th
like
and Lamar?
triple dipper, 45th and Lamar, Presidente margaritas.
Oh my
yes.
gosh.
So they're made with the same material as Chili's booths.
oh no, you're
They're
kidding.
not used. I mean, it's the fresh material, but yes. And then and you can see they've got like the chili pepper inlays.
Yeah, the not only like very obviously a chili pepper, but also some allusions to the chili pepper
but
on the
they're
boot.
gorgeous. I mean, you would never know, but like what a fun backstory and two iconic Texas brands coming
Oh my
together.
gosh. I didn't know Chili's was from. I'm learning a lot in the few minutes that we've got here, Madeline, and that is a beautiful red. I really like those a lot. Okay, best mobile bar, an interesting category, but very Austin.
Yes, so Traveler's Lounge is actually made from one of those double-decker British buses.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so you can go there. It's like it feels very Austin Powers to me. It's sort of like retro meets futuristic, but they have out of this world cocktails. All of the people dress up in like spacesuits. It's so cool.
Fun.
So yeah, it's like party on wheels.
Traveler's Lounge, how cool. Okay, and then we've got a couple minutes left, and you said Wags and Wellness. We want to talk about it because you've done everything in your power with SwiftFit events to make this like cute.
This is like my
very
dream event,
dog
right?
friendly. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, tell us about
So
it.
Wags and Wellness is happening this weekend, Saturday morning, Republic Square Park. This is what we call a spa day, SPAW.
Mm-hmm.
So for both dogs and their owners, it's a free event.
Cool.
So we're going to have every paw pun imaginable, paw trits, podicures, all these different, dog-centric wellness activities. We're going to have a dog tarot card reader.
Okay, I'm going to back you up on that. A dog tarot card
right.
reader. So you can bring your dog.
Yes.
And a tarot card reader.
Predict your dog's future. Is this not the most Austin thing you've
So
ever
Austin.
heard? And then we're gonna have wellness activations for humans as well. So cold plunges and essential oil bars, permanent jewelry. And then maybe my favorite part about this event is we're doing a dog owner lookalike contest.
Oh, like 101 Dalmatians.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. So if I had like a golden retriever, which I don't, but if I did, maybe that'd be a good fit. And it could also be, do you dress like your dog? Do you act like your dog? So
If you have like a little pug, you get a mustache. and
Yes,
things like
it should be hysterical. So it's a
That
free
should be
event, but we're taking donations to benefit trappers.
Okay, what's Trappers?
They do dog rescue and trapping in Austin. They're such a wonderful organization. I got my foster dogs through them.
Oh my gosh, okay, something to look into. All right, lots of fun stuff in that one little edition right there, Madeline, and it's available now on newsstands, correct? Okay, and we can go online, of course, as well. Thank you for your time, my friend. Read more about all the winners and see upcoming events like the Wags and Wellness event happening this Saturday at austinmonthly.com. We have a lot of fun here on Studio 512. If you missed any of our great segments, be sure to check out our website where we like to post the fun things we do. Our feed covers content like arts and entertainment, food and drink, fashion and beauty, home and garden, stuff for kids and pets, as well as information from area experts. In addition, you can check out web-exclusive content that you can only find on studio512tv.com. We also love to post behind-the-scenes funny moments, outfit inspirations, and more on social media. Find us by searching for Studio 512 on your favorite platform. You don't want to miss a single post. Be sure to follow us, check out our website, and watch us every weekday at 11 a.m. right here on CW Austin. Hey, good news, we're bringing you exclusive deals on top-rated products that combine performance and value. From tech and home essentials to smart money solutions, we've got everything you need to shop smarter and save bigger. Let's take a look at the best products at the best prices in this week's Epic Discounts from consumer resource bestreviews.com.
Welcome to Epic Discounts by bestreviews.com. I'm Alyssa Bergamini.
And I'm Ashley Howard. Scan the QR code on your screen and get ready to save big on products and services helping you with your tech and home.
Let's get right to it, starting with the HP Stream 14-inch HD BrightView laptop, perfect for a student or for the professional on the go.
It's lightweight, affordable, and ready to work with 16 gigabytes of RAM and 288 gigabytes of storage, including a 160 gigabyte docking station. It's perfect for work, school, or streaming.
Plus, you get a full year of Microsoft Office 365, built-in Wi-Fi, and Windows 11, helping you stay organized.
Sounds good to me. And listen up, coffee drinkers, the Mavo manual coffee grinder. It's compact, quiet, and precise.
And with a stainless steel burr and adjustable settings, it delivers fresh grinds for French press or pour over, so no cords, no fuss, helping you start your day off on the right foot. And when it's time to clean up, the Dyson V8 Plus cordless vacuum has you covered.
I mean, it's powerful, lightweight, and cord-free. It runs up to 40 minutes and works on hard floors, carpet, and everything in between. Perfect for messes in the home or take it out to the car for cleaning on the go. Double the cleaning power in one great vacuum.
Now a way for retirees to tap into the value of their home. With costs rising and savings stretched, many seniors are looking for ways to make retirement more comfortable. One option gaining attention, reverse mortgages.
Money.com has done the research for you, comparing the top reverse mortgage lenders in the country. It lets you convert part of your home equity into tax-free cash, giving you more flexibility to cover expenses, pay off debt, or simply enjoy retirement.
Getting started is simple. You must be 62 or older, live in your home as your primary residence, and apply with a qualified lender. Visit Money.com or scan that QR code right now to learn more about their top-rated reverse mortgage companies.
All right, let's take one last look at today's products and services helping you save money.
Head to epicdiscounts.com or just scan that QR code on your screen and get ready to scan, shop, and save with Epic Discounts by Best Reviews.
Best Reviews is owned by our parent company, Nexstar. You can find more on the products mentioned and where to buy them by going to our website, KXAN.com, and clicking on the Marketplace tab.
Hey, we are happy to be able to offer you some help if you're out there searching for jobs. KXAN has partnered with ZipRecruiter to help you find thousands of job openings in Austin and around the country. Just go to kxan.com/jobs where you can search thousands of new postings every single day. Check it out right now and get started on the path to your next career.